Welcome to the Belgian sprint race here in SEAFR. This is the last time we had a sprint race here in Spa. Was a pretty great one, but we're gonna see a new sprint race here in Belgium. A pretty good one, I would say. But we're gonna see some great racing in between everyone out there. But Little getting a pretty good position up on pole, not pole, on right hand side, alongside 0.1. There's a track that's 7 km.4. Top speed with 259. Elevation change of 102 meters and a laps of 15, actually 100 kilometers with 19 corners to go, 19 turns actually. This is going to be a really long race, about 40 minutes actually, not 40 minutes but less than 40 minutes, around 30 minutes. Have fun watching everybody. Sorry for the cut right there, watching the race with me, but I am there. It's not disclosed how fast we are gonna be going here, but we have to wait. Either it's for the formation lap or we're just gonna go lights out immediately here in Spa. But my thing about Spa is that I like to keep my technical I like to keep my racing really tight here in Spa because it's a really technical track. It just tests the car like in all-time performance. Hello, Red Boy. In all-time performance here, the performance, the aerodynamics. This is the testing track for every Formula 1 car. If you think Maranello is one, yeah, Maranello is just for Ferrari. But if you have a simulator, like a really expensive V-Car simulator, like they have one in Italy, you could do it just test them in Spa, and then there you go. You can just get the setups like that. What I would say that in V-Car, the real life V-Car, they have pretty good simulators to test the setups here, and you can just drive it in Spa to see how fast they're gonna go. So this is also the chat to see how fast your car will go out based on your car performance, your downforce, and everything. This is sort of like the test track here, like to see is it gonna be good, is it gonna be bad, is it gonna be as, or is it gonna be worse? For the better, for the worse, you'll see here. You have a lot of time to go. There is no information here from the FIA if when are we gonna go out now. Still 5 red lights. I would love to use my Murray Walker voice, but sadly the previous event was gone to shit. So I am back to my normal voice. Hello guys. It would have been really awesome if I used my Murray Walker voice. I would have said something if that wasn't really scary. I would have said, and then the fight, and retakes the lead. Fantastic! But yeah, some news here is that Kim G will be starting P10. The people we haven't seen is that Sealy is not here with us. All I'm calling out the people not here is that Doggy Pastry or APA is not here alongside Barrel. Okay, there's already someone right there, but Thorn isn't here with us. Sealy isn't here. Stars is here with us. That's good to know. I'm really fond of Stars here. Next is that Emmy isn't here, and then Tommy isn't here. So, and yeah, there's already Tommy right there. You just have to wait for them to spawn. It's already causing a slight delay. I'm gonna grab a drink. It's so far away. I could try maybe grab a drink. Wait. Yeah, you could still. Oh, wait. Ah, we got it. Yes. Sorry, now is that here in Spa, there's gonna be a tight contact here, but not really tight contact, but tight racing between everybody. The one thing I want to be surprised is that how will they get through turn 1 right here? Turn 1 is the testing track, is the challenge for everybody to get by here. Scary, and Tommy's not looking on the bright side. He's on the right hand side. He is at the risk of dying into the wall right there. The one thing I would say is that going near the wall just means death for you. But if you want to be like scary or little, they have the safer line, okay? You could take the Formula E attack mode in turn 1. Just going wide just saves you a lot more time, but you just want slower on your corner exit. But if you don't want to risk getting yourself dying into turn 1, then just go wide like that. What as I continue. Oh my god. And yeah, they're good. We have cars right here. Kimchi is now with us here. Good riddance as we have Sealy with us. That's Sealy. Yeah, that is Sealy. With a penalty here, but no time. With a penalty in P10. But that means Sealy is reunited with Thorn into P11. And then alongside that, that's a Barrow. That's gonna get a billion start you can see here today. And then Doggy Pastry in or OAP8 who's gonna sign pit lane also. We just have to wait one more person here in this right 5 red lights here. Not sure if it's gonna be a safety car, not a safety car, formation lap or sprint. I don't think there will be a formation lap, to be fair, because it's a sprint. What do you even expect, honestly, from a race like this? But we'll just see for ourselves. But we have to wait for these cars to go out now. I already got my camera ready. I already pointed towards them. You know what I could say about Belgium is that they are one of the cheapest countries in Europe and one of the best also. I would definitely live in Belgium, but going to the Netherlands, if you are a health maniac, if you like being a healthy person, because the Netherlands or the Dutch, where Max Verstappen lives, they like people who love bikes. If you love bikes, then that means they will love you also, no matter what. As long as you love bikes, then yeah, that's all about the Netherlands right there. You have Zandvoort also. Zandvoort is a pretty amazing track. I would say it's like a roller coaster for me. I haven't really learned about Zandvoort yet. I haven't really learned it about because I don't really drive a lot in iRacing or Assetto. I don't really drive a lot. The only tracks I drive a lot is just Spa and Nürburgring. The two of them. This way I have to race in Spain. But going back to the main topic, Belgium here. Heard of French fries? Yeah, this is where they came from. Okay, it's French fries. It's not actually French fries, but as the formation lap goes out, there goes Kerry in his turn 1. He takes it. Lady Apex right there, but you can finally see how will they go out now. As the cars finally go out, there goes the pit lane. The pit lane car will go out also after when Thorn goes out in his car. If we see here. Let's go check on everybody here, and there you go. Ashton goes out now on the pit lane. This is gonna be a pretty intense battle. I don't even know how many laps it's gonna be. This might be the best sprint race I might see. This might be the worst sprint race I'll ever see. 12, thank you for telling me, because so 12, just like the last time we did in Spa. This is just another non-champ then. Just technically non-champ, but with points. Okay, that is a championship race. I'm fuck. Oh, shitting. Okay, checking here is that let's go on the onboard of Kimchi right here. If Kimchi here, there you go. That's the home. You have to try take it. You have to lock up a bit, something like how you do it in the car. Just go have a little bit of turn in, then the hairpin here. He takes it wide right there. Goes onto the wheels onto the curb right there on the exit, and then a no-name off-wide to the sand, I assume. Yeah, off-wide to the sand right there. Finally off on the sand, and then down to Wuhan. Would say if you take Wuhan, it's basically the easiest thing. You go flat. Yes, actually flat. Even if your car hits slight bit of curb right there, then you should be good going wide a bit. The plan of going Wuhan is just as fast as you can. It's still possible with a Formula 1 car that you can go wide. Just have to maximize speed, not use a lot of steering. But turn 14 and 15 right here, where I'm talking about Kimchi's thinking, is that it's possible to go flat. You have to trail brake. It's possible to go flat. Not possible. You're just gonna die. You have to trail brake really hard, just trying to get by there. It's a pretty one of a hell track there. But you're going back here. Now here we are. All of the cars are now right here. All of the cars except Doggy Pastry and Barrel are not in the race here. Are not in this amazing sprint race. I have high hopes for Spa right here in this Spa sprint race. There's a lot of people here, like 13 people. Last time we had 12, but this is now 13. As the pit lane cars go up now, all of the final cars are finally lined up now waiting for the 5 red lights to go out here in Spa-Francorchamps in this sprint race. I just have to wait now. It's taking slightly long. Yeah, I think we're waiting on the pit lane cars right now. Yeah, he's wiggling to say we're ready. John is slightly off the line, but I think that could be strategy. Yeah, there it goes. That's normal right there. And in the pit lane with us, we have to wait 5 red lights now for the Spa sprint race here. This is taking slightly long here, but what I would say is Scary will have to hold left alongside Little just to go. Yeah, all of the left hand side is gonna go wide. All of the right hand side is gonna go hard in the inside. 5 red lights. We're going racing in Spa-Francorchamps, the sprint race. Lights out! Formula 1 is go! Scary gets a great start right there. Has and 1-2 merges in the left hand side. Scary holds up right there. He blocks Tommy right there. Little gets away through. He's now batting side by side. Kimchi, John, and Stars are hooked up to one another right there. Only incident into turn 1. Stars and Thorn and Kimchi. What was that? And Ashes on top of Thorn right there. Kim just spun Chad and Normal gets caught in the crossfire. What a start like that. My goodness me. This is the craziest thing. I would have expected that for turn 1 Spa, but the news is that Little is P2, has us P3 and 1-2. Thanks to 1-2's weaving right there. He would not weave, he merged into the right hand side. From the right to the left. He got a good start in. He's now holding P4. He could get a good P3 finish on his debut here, okay? If he holds a P3, here on his debut. This will be very amazing here to see for 1-2 right here. If we look back, that's by-side contact. If we see that's Tommy trying to reach in. If we go to check on Tommy, I'm lagging. Oh my god, as we check on Tommy here, that's Tommy right there. He's getting pressure by 2 drivers here. That's Sealy and John. And there goes a safety cars come out. If I check now, you have some already left there. That's already a bad sign for this sprint race, but at least we can have everyone to finally line up. But that's also a bad thing. There might be another safety car because turn 1 they're all gonna kill each other, and might as well this race might come to an end really early here, right? So this might come to an end really early because everyone is like gonna die to each other into turn 1. As Normal gets a stop and go penalty into Kimchi right there. Yeah, Normal gets a stop and go penalty. That's a bad end for Normal right there. Getting a stop and go penalty. I wouldn't want that really. He has to serve a stop and go penalty later in this race, in this lap now or in the next lap. Will be that. But if we have a safety car, there's gonna be a lot of things I have to talk about here. If I don't have auto, so I am alone talking here. I'm just solo commentating here in this race. A good thing I still have the motivation here to talk to you guys. Yes. Asteria tried to join the race. I got kicked out fire. Yeah, I mean you could be doing something crazy here, but that's okay. That's how you drive, GG's. What happened in Quali? My whole city electricity went out. Sinyo just came in. It's like zombie apocalypse. Oh my god, says she. Back in the safety car here, everyone's have to go in the back up. 2 laps of race, actually 2 laps of racing is just gone now. Oh, Ashel spun onto the wall right there. So my god, that's near miss, but good thing to know he didn't get any loss from that. If that was with damage, there's a lot of loss right there. And here we have that. Oh my goodness me. Oh, my visual lag is getting crazy right now. Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck are they doing. I'm having the craziest visual lag. I do really need to change my PC right, but this is already the best I can have. But here you have that Tommy is like making sliding with it. No, that's Tommy sliding with a bit. He looks like an Apex Predator ultimate. But the battle still continues for the championship between Leto and Scary. Leto is slightly far off on the championship, but the hope is not lost for Leto to try to come back up on his championship, okay? It's not like if you're still far, doesn't mean it's the end for you. You still have to find a way in. No, Leto, remember he had 2 wins from his win streak, from his previous win streak that he stole from Scary. There is still momentum for that to get by Scary, okay? You might say that's not how it works in FRE, it's just Lego racing games. Yeah, I know, but that doesn't mean hoops and dreams doesn't work in FRE. It works universally. So just believe in yourself that you can do it. Even though this race is gonna be hell lot of fire for you, for the people listening out there, and then the people that's gonna watching this race replay. But we have still one more lap to go. I have thought there's something crazy behind there. That Tommy is finally catching up. What happened to Tommy? Tommy is at the back now. Yeah. Tommy, something happened to Tommy, and I think he died somewhere between one, I suppose. Yeah. I suppose he died somewhere between but checking up now here that you have one more, you have just a few meters to go before we're going green here in Spa. That type racing little and be waiting for the green. He's just waiting for the cars to go up now into the grid here. Just waiting now. Little's making slowly thinking about a plan to try to get by. Won't be scary here. My plan, if I was Little, I would have gone toe on him and then do some risky moves after I'm far away from the back. Probably going green now. Normal is away. We're gonna get another level safety car. Normal is so far, and there's already an incident with Sealy right there. What is that? Yeah, something happened between Sealy and Thorn, and Sealy almost swerved into Thorn's line right now with the Williams. Doesn't look good now, and there's already an incident. 2-1 red flag. My goodness me. This is a red flag. What does that mean? We are getting another restart. What a start to Spa here. This is already incredible. Villegas is probably really furious right there because his drivers are looking pretty not the way it seems right now. It's not looking like the way it seems right now for them. But yeah, I don't know why you're moving back. It's red flag. Everyone isn't supposed to move in a red flag. But yeah, there's a respawn for all of the cars to come back now. Is that whatever bullshit that happened to my eyes and ears? I don't want to know. I don't want to know how, why, when, and where, because this is some questionable shit that I've just saw for what the hell happened, dude. Because like, it was pretty questionable. It was pretty weird when I saw that, but this is why we sometimes we don't really do damage anymore. I was thinking about adding damage, but that would make the drivers go more cautiously. I'm not saying adding real damage. I'm saying front wing damage. This is not a suggestion, but this is just this could be a suggestion. This is not a suggestion. This is my thoughts. My thoughts is that I think you could add front wing damage that could make the drivers much more careful. But then you have lag. Remember that. And you have lag. Remember that. Just now, all of the cars are at the grid, full grid right now here in Spa, waiting for the 5 red lights now in this red flag restart. Gonna go back racing underway here in Spa. There is still no 5 red lights. This is taking slightly long here. He's checking if everyone's ready here now. Just waiting here. 5 red lights. We're gonna go back on the underway in this red flag restart. Lights out. The sprint race is go. Normal gets in there. Little immediately swerves into the left right there. 1-2 goes for it. He misses. Little hooks on the 1-2. What a start like that. And so does Chad into John. 1-2 fumbles his start. An actual wheel bang with Sealy right there into the long straight between right there. What a start like that. They're checking on Sealy right here. It's already a pretty crazy start from between everybody here. Everyone got slowed down. I suppose no, everyone isn't slowed down. I don't know. I can't. No, they're not slowed down. There's still green flag. Little's Scary's really far away right now, as you can see. Little's trying to get by to Scary right now. It's that Little has to find a way back to fight that P1. He's swerving to left, so he was up left, so you know what they were doing. Star slowed down immediately. What was that? Into Lacombe, back to Lacombe. But there goes Ashel fighting the Hazard. Hazard pushing Stars. He has pushed Stars a bit of wide from that front wing. But there's a yellow flag right now. But Stars has a push Stars a little bit what far because Ashel push Hazard a bit. Yeah, he bumped a bit into Hazard on that rear diffuser right there from Ashel, and there's already a 5-10 second time penalty. My goodness me. From C to CD right there. Yeah, CD already getting a 10 second time penalty actually. This is a pretty crazy start for everybody here. But like this is already a enormous start. But this is already a pretty amazing start for Scary here. Because Scary is looking really amazing here. For Scary, this is the dream start for him. Because what else do you expect from Scary if you get something like this? This is pretty much the win-win for Scary. Might as well make it a cruise, you know, city car driving. City car driving, this is not city car driving, this is just casual racing driving for Scary. Every day he does this like it's his normal routine, and he's like, I'm kind of normal about it. Some people might think it's a real sim, but Scary knows how to do it. The secret is that what you want to do is just maximize speed in almost every corner without trying to kill yourself. Is that you have to try to be fast in every corner as fast as you can. Like be fast in every corner if you can without killing each other. Sorry, a yellow flag, I guess. It's another turn 1 incident, but we have to start that turn 1 incident. It's slowly getting tiring right here. Sealy and Normal is side by side. Between one another, Sealy turned into Normal right there. Yeah, Sealy rammed into Normal right there. That is not sportsmanship right there. That is disgrace from the Williams driver. My goodness, swerving like that is not the lag. But 1-2 is looking really good. Chad blocks him for the overtake. My goodness me. There's one come back by. Normal turns into Kaiser. My goodness me. And there's go John. Because gets my way by right there. But 1-2 managed to avoid the hellfight that happened. Tommy has fumbled. What has happened? I just noticed up front, but 1-2 managed to get some place back up a bit now. What a start like that. This is already 21 minutes in the broadcast. Tommy spins 1-2 already, and so the Stars want to spun Star by mistake right there. But there you go. There's a drive-through penalty for Sealy once again, I assume. Yeah, that's Sealy once again. Yeah, the Sealy definitely was not being the cleanest driver on the grid right there. He was not being clean right there. It wasn't like he wasn't like the person I would expect to be driving side by side with. He's like, I am scared to drive against him to see that. And then Normal gets a drive-through penalty. Wow. Normal did turn in when 1-2 was on that was on right there. That's definitely 1-2's fault. Not 1-2's Normal's fault right there. But checking here is that what the hell is this? But there's gonna be another lap of safety car. We are almost halfway through the race, but we still get some pretty amazing, but like they're not pretty amazing battles here, but it's just traffic simulator once again. So 2 laps will be gone. So 2 laps wasted. This will be 6 laps in the next lap here. Just have to wait for the safety car to go out now. Not gonna wait for the green flag to go out later. I'll be taking a small. Oh my god. I'll be taking a small break. So don't mind. Oh my goodness me, no one has gotten this qualifier like that. That is a GG for Normal right there getting disqualified. Yeah, I just was watching it. This is the bullshit that I came across. checking 1, 2, 3, 4 now. We go back here in Spa. This is not the dreams I was hoping, but we are back. So let's see how this rolls out in this safety car restart. We're gonna see here everyone's back up. Green flag, we're back racing. Little goes wide. My goodness me! You could see Little trying to find way back up to Scary right here. Is that Astro is on the back hook of Little right now here. Yeah, he's basically on the back hook. He's on P3. But Little just have the momentum here going back to Scary. He's on right hand side. The Scary closes the door on him. Astro gets away, but he's not away by. He's still in the P2. P3 holding back Hazard, who is still trying to get away by. Little has the momentum. Who is it gonna be? Is it Scary? Is it Little? Side by side into the comb. Not the comb, the camel shade from the both two drivers here. Who will get by now? Is it Scary? Is it Little? I like the bit, but Little gets the way through. My goodness me! What a move right there from Little. But the battle has not ended yet from the two drivers here. And the diamond continues. Scary goes a little wheel spin right there. I think that was from Asha, I suppose. But Little Scary is still into P2 here. He lost one position, but gave it to Little, who might break his win streak in his championship season here on Red Bull. He might destroy Scary's championship winning streak, his win streak here in most championship races. Will this Little destroyed or not? He's still up there against Scary. He's holding off right now, pretty good. Almost wavy right there. I thought he's gonna kill him. He's not, because there's no answer right there. Scary goes wide, loses a little bit of speed. Astro gets the way through. What a move from Astro. He's up to P2 now. Can he get away by? He has the momentum to go by Little right now. Let's go to Astro's onboard here. He's on the hook of Little here. He's like a shark, really gnawing for that victim, right? He's really preparing for his victim to really much die, but Scary gets away through. What a move from Scary. Astro just had to get away by. Whoa, my god, Astro jumped the curb right there. That's really brave from Astro there, but if you check out, but one is nowhere to be still. I was expecting one to be somewhere in P2 or P3, but no, he's not. Yeah, Astro clipped the curb a bit. No, he slightly clipped the curb a bit into that corner. But here comes Scary, the onboard of Scary here. He is gonna go on the left hand side onto Little right now. Are both side by side between each other once again, but in the camel shade. The camel shade from the two drivers here. Who is brave enough? Who will be brave enough to hold it off? Little will still hold it off. Scary is still on the behind. In the next corner, who is gonna hold it off? It's still Little's gonna hold it off, but there's a yellow flag that's gonna interrupt our battle, sadly. We're gonna have to wait for the green flag to go out. I was actually having fun to see them fight right here. The two drivers, the Red Bull and Ferrari going back up now. We can finally continue the magnificent battle between Scary and Little here. Little's now slightly far off, but can Scary now get the way by to Little here from the Ferrari and Red Bull driver? What I would say is that if Scary got an appeal upgrade, I haven't checked their upgrades. I don't know what upgrades are, but if they got an appeal, they would have gone really, really fast. But here comes Scary getting a overtake. There's already a yellow flag as soon Scary made that overtake. There's already a yellow flag as soon Scary made that overtake. But this P1 is now resentful for him. Has a hold off Little here for the time being. Now checking on the rear of Little. Little gets the momentum. He gets by. What a move from Little. What a great move. He is now up to P1. He has to hold up Scary a bit, but he's still side by side. Something like JKX right there. Oh, Little's definitely pressuring Scary right now. All that time by Daniel Lee, it has paid off right onto him. Oh, there goes Little! He makes a daring move! Slight wheel contact right there. But is Little gonna get by into turn 1? This is now the moment. Is it gonna be who will die first today? Little or Scary? None of them. They did it both with ease. They made it both look easy. We still have about 7 laps to go here in Spa, but from these two drivers, this is already getting interesting from these two drivers here. Just 7 laps to go, halfway through the race. They're just now all they have to do is just don't kill each other, because That's the main goal from everybody here. Little's not giving a slipstream, but that's why Little is slow. It's not Gamashade. He's not giving slip, but it's also pretty much slow because you have to weave back to the racing line here. Little's holding off, still holding off Scary right here, going on the orbit view here. Scary is just trying, is at the back of Little right now. He's trying to get right by into the Rivage here. He's still holding Little, he's still holding Scary up into that inside line still. He's not at the back, still onto Little here. Now Puhan, who will hold back? No one's holding back. It's a flat top corner, obviously. Who is even gonna hold back? But holy shit, I'm foaming so much right now. As you can see, the Scary is now still in the back of Little right now. It's still tight for championship battle from the two drivers. What I would say is that we need to see something really go interesting here. Now into Puhan, not Puhan. This is something I forgot. Oh, what do you call it? Blanchimont. The Blanchimont straight, as we see here. Scary on the left hand side. Gets the way through. What a great momentum from Scary. Little is going to do a Carl Edwards. He's doing a Carl Edwards once again. He does a slipstream. He does a slingshot. He doesn't do a slingshot. He fakes it. He doesn't do a slingshot. He doesn't have the momentum right there. But checking here now, Little does really have the momentum. Goes on the left hand side. He really wants to not go for that inside line though, because it's just too risky for him to do it. But he gets the way through. What a magic! What magic from Little right there. This is pure magic. Watching motor racing at its purest from these two drivers here, Scary and Little. These two Formula E FRE drivers, Scary and Little, side by side. They're not sharing the tarmac. It looks like they are not giving the tarmac to one another. But Little slightly faster right there. He's slightly faster than Scary. They both collide. My goodness me. The Scary got tired of hook with Little, but Little, oh my god, they both collided once again. And before the comment after one, what a contact. But there is no harm at least from Little and Scary here. They still get the fight in equal terms from both of them. As yeah, it gets investigated from Scary and Little. This is already feeling like F1 2021, like 2021. Yeah. But we will see what the outcome is gonna be. I hope it becomes, what do you call it? A racing incident, because it would be an A racing incident. I assume. I cannot check the telemetry or else the broadcast gets destroyed. That's I mean I could edit it out, but I would have to find which and what lap is it, and it's gonna be a hassle to just remove one single thing. Yeah, I know, but you know, a lot of my runners already yellow flag as something has happened here. If you check back, actually something P3 now, but if you see, Tommy is slightly. Yeah, it's like 4/10 slower from. He's actually 3/10 slower. Celia has flipped. Yeah, Celia has definitely flipped into. Oh my god, he has absolutely flipped. But that's the end for him. It's not really a safety car or a yellow flag because it's not booking the track. At least that's the good. If it was booking the track, that would be not really bad. But the battle's already getting interesting. Scary and Neto, these two drivers, they cut slightly onto you, but now Scary's on the back onto Little. He's gonna get by. He does not sharing the slipstream again, but you both have the same speed right here into the straight. Now to look home, who's gonna get by? Little's holding up again. He's still holding Scary right there. He's still not holding Scary by. He's still holding up Scary. Little is now still be under pressure for 5 laps now. He has to hold this for 5 laps. Then he will win his first race of the season here in Spa in the sprint race. In the sprint race though, but it would still be pretty amazing to see Little break Scary's win streak in every championship race. This will include sprint races, but we just tune in for 2 more days. We get to the main championship race in Spa. It will go about 30 hours, not 20, like around 20 at least, which is 40 laps, I would say. No, not 20, which is 20 laps. 20 laps would be how would you say? 20 laps. what do you say? I fucking forgot. 40 minutes. There you go. Scary gets away by. He overtakes Little right there. But Little, will he find a way by or not? Will he stay behind Scary? He's not. He's doing a call Edward once again. He doesn't. He pulls out. He just converts as a dummy once again. But here it goes. That these two drivers are pretty competitive right now. And this is lap 11. But if you are seeing if you're seeing what I'm seeing, then I think they're both having switchbacks in every part of the race. See, there is right there for us to see, and then Little is trying to get by to Scary right here. It's now Little. Yeah, he has the momentum right there. He gets by Scary. He does it, does he? He does have the momentum to get by Scary by. Get by Scary here. Is now going to the middle, holding back Scary now. Oh my goodness me. What a great motion from these two drivers. Oh, my contact right there. They were slightly poking a bit onto that corner, that colocomb. They were like, both of the tires were slightly hooked to one another. But if you look at me here, that was like slightly dangerous from these two drivers here. But the battle still continues from Scary and Little. The Ferrari and red and blue is that Little seems to be pulling pretty great right now. Scary seems to be under pressure, under hell right now, because Little is just trying to hold Scary off, but Little is just having fun doing his own thing right now, watching at the back. Little can get by. He's not slow. He just sometimes make mistakes that sometimes cost a little bit of his time. He's doing a lot of steering input. That's why he's pretty much slow. He's doing pretty much a lot of steering inputs, which I'm talking about, like unnecessary movements which cost literally zero. Like not zero, but like slightly slow a bit on the speed here. So lap 212. We have like 3 laps to go, actually 4, yeah, like about 4 or 13, 14, I can't count actually, in 3 laps to go here in Spa. Pretty great racing. I'm gonna save this voice file for later. Yeah, Little's definitely doing a switchback once again here. He has it in Spa, goes back, do it once again in the same order. My goodness me. Yeah, there you go, you can see on the right hand side. There goes Little, is on the right hand side of us right now in Scary's POV! Almost contact! He moved under braking right there onto Scary, but at least there was no harm onto it. My goodness me. Okay. You can see right here, Little just fighting Scary right now. It's still side by side contact, but 1-2 has retired from this session! This is not a great. That is the end of his run for 1-2 in his debut. That is a bad end for 1-2 for 1-2 here. That's his debut, and it's his debut right now in SEAFR, and he has retired. That is not sight to see here from 1-2. That is not the dream start for the Mercedes, the new Mercedes driver right there. Yeah. I think Beryl would have said he would have gone, but checking here, this is not Ashel! They both collide! Ashel both collide with Tommy right there into turn 14 and 15. What is that? You can see that they're like both a tire hook once again here. Yeah, it's like Tommy has to fight Ashel to keep fighting on that championship. We need to get, if we get 3 title contenders here, Tommy is a title contender, and then alongside Little and Scary. If you want to have Tommy still keep on the title contender, you have to try get Tommy to stay up E3. Get lap 2 laps to go. Ashel hits the wall. It has to be yellow flag right now. He has spun onto the after that sausage curve in that corner, the bus stop corner. That's the yellow flag. But the gap is really big from one another. Hazard is nowhere to be seen. But if we had Hazard, it would have gone a lot of crazy fight. But now in this race we only have competitive drivers only, like pretty competent drivers. As we go finally green flag here in this race, we only have Thorn with us here. Only Thorn, Ashel, Tommy, John, Hazard, Stars, Little, Chad, and then Scary. But Little's still holding up pretty well into P1. He has to hold off Scary now just for 2 more laps. Just for 2 more laps now before he can finally win in this sprint race. Get some small points here in this sprint race. But if you look at this here, oh yeah, Ashel and Tomiha is on the investigation. I'm pretty sure Villigas did clip that. I hope so, because I don't know what FIA system he runs on. He runs on some black magic that I don't even know about. I'm just keeping an eye from him, but here goes Scary, is just still in the slip for Little right here. As Scary is still on the back end of Little, just chilling up front, but yeah, just there's like everyone is Scary just following the motion already. Is following the rhythm, Little's rhythm here. It's like MotoGP. You have to follow the rhythm just to be fast right here. To bus stop now. No one's gonna make a move right there. Scary locks up. Little still keeping his line. He had a lot of steering input right there. He's really slow into that corner. 2 more laps to go, and then Little will win the sprint race and breaks Scary's win streak and gets the first win of the season besides Scary here. And he has to hold off Scary now for just 2 more laps. Just 2 more laps. Now, Scary has an invisible wall. That's a bad end for him. That's a bad end for him. Scary has hit an invisible wall right there. But that would mean for 2 more laps, Little has to hold P1 until now. Then Scary won't get that P2. If we can check on Tommy, there you go. Tommy is now closer to Scary right here. Tommy is like, he could catch up to Scary right now. There is still a chance for Tommy to get by to Scary. The gap is big. It's not looking, it may look big, but it's actually pretty small. There is still a chance between each other, but this title contender race is pretty crazy right here. I cannot see the race control message. Sorry. Don't kill me. Checking here now, it's that it's pretty much pulling pretty much great right now. He has to just hold that P1 until the end of the race. He cut it the track a bit, but I am not gonna argue with that. Still no time gain though, because there's nothing that to complain about that part. But yeah, he is basically maximizing maximizing lap time right now. He's trying to get more gap right now. He's cutting every part of the track. When I say cut, I'm talking about like 2 wheels off, okay? 2 wheels, not 4 wheels. Not cutting the track like F1 Open Lobby. We're back to final lap now from Little here. I'm so used to say Scary, but Little is now holding the P1 to break Scary's win streak here in this season. Who is it gonna be? Will it be Little that's gonna fumble? Or is it gonna be Scary that's gonna fumble? Checking here, it's that from these 2 drivers, there's gonna be tie battle from one another. Tommy is still getting slowed. Is getting really chased down by Ash right now. They both slowed a bit. Ashel gets away through. Tommy the title contender. Oh my goodness me. He has to find a comeback right now from Ashel and Tommy here. He can try have a find way. He could try to get on the slip shim onto Ashel right there. Lap 15 turn 1 is getting investigated by the FIA. But Tommy, he has to find his way by now. He's on the slip. He's really desperate to keep that title contender for P3. In that P3 to keep the title contender. He is actually P2 in the championship standings as of right now. But it's now for Little that's gonna be getting that 5-second time penalty for Astro. What does that mean? Tommy is P3 in this race. What a finish for Tommy in that P3. That is a good end for Tommy. But it is now for Little. Look at Little here. It has all paid off for him. The sim racing sessions, all the times he have practiced, and the upgrades by Ferrari has paid off to him. Here he goes. One more long shade through Blanchimont. He's basically maximizing every surface of the track right now. Tries to get far from Scary here. He's basically maximizing every part of the track. Every part to get by from Scary here is now. He's getting a little bit of visual lag now. One more corner, bus stop as we see John being the back marker. But here it is, the Chinese driver who's gonna break Series win streak here in Spa. Who wins the Belgian sprint race here? What a finish for Leto. Scary Wilson finishes in P2 and Tommy finishes in P3. What a finish for the Red Bull. What a finish for the Ferrari. And what a finish for the V-Car. My goodness me. And Ashel, in spite of anger, fails to Tommy like that. My goodness me. The Leto has finally broken Scary's win streak in the championship race. Like what Alto would have predicted here in Spa, because he said one day Scary's win streak might just be over for his seasonal win streak wins here. Because we know Scary's are pretty dominant almost every race, unless if you put Little and Scary both in the same car. But what I could say is that I would presume that the Ferrari's car, I think Little's car is like really slow for now, because I could see it's like struggling a bit in grip. I'm like, in my point of view, it looks from the session, it looks like it's starving in grip. I would say. I mean, the main thing you should do for everyone is that you should find grip for now. You should find grip so you can get more downforce and more cornering, and then you will be good, a lot better then. Oh, Tommy has flipped. Oh, ooh. Yeah, he's fine. He should be fine. And John finally finishes, and hits the car. There's everyone right there just chilling at the barriers area right there to turn one. And there you have it. Little in P1 who finally breaks the Scary's win streak in this season. Little finally broke Scary's win streak. It is technically still a championship race, so he has this finally destroyed Scary's win streak in the championship race. Yeah, Little's pretty happy here. You see, he's really happy. You see, he's just basically jumping all around. He's really happy about this finish here. Little's really happy about this finish here, and Tommy has a new avatar. Well, I think I've seen it somewhere before. Well, that race was pretty fun to watch, to be honest, because it was just like the Spa sprint race that I've seen like, what was it, like 1 month ago? No, 2 months. Yeah, 1 month ago. 1 month ago, it was just like this. But now, Scary and Little in a different team. Last month, they were in the same team. Is that I would say that was the best thing I've ever seen. But seeing Little finally at the top step of the podium in this race. That was a really entertaining race, I would say. Pretty amusing also from that relentless battle from between Little and Scary, but also Tommy's close call battle with Ashel, and finally getting that P4 finish. Ashel got that penalty. That was a close call for Ashel right there. But overall, that was a pretty good race, but not good for 1-2 because in his debut, he retired. That is a sad end for 1-2. While Sealy flip in one of the corners here, I would assume was sector 2 in Lacombe. Yeah, he flipped at Lacombe. A lot of action happened in this race, but that's not for you to decide who will be driver of the day. For me, I would think that would go to Little, because he finally broke Scary's in this season, like win streak in this season right now. That's all I'm gonna say for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Good night.